So this is War 2 of Season 36. I forgot to record my intro, so here's my team leading up to Masters, which is the goal. But yeah, so you can see I forgot to record, and in pausing the fight to record and also turn off Do Not Disturb, I gifted her with a heavy because she has the heavy AI of Mysterio. Those two together just love heavying. But yeah, so here we go. Knock her down, special 2 is the goal. Knock her down, bait this out, dash in and throw special 2. And a couple hits don't crit, which means it doesn't kill. Actually, it probably wouldn't have killed anyway, but doesn't kill, but I'm almost there. And here you can see that the person's also running suicides, which is always helpful. Bait out a special 1. I've been doing a light for spacing on Chavez' special 1 for a while, just because I just find it a little bit more natural. Here I probably just could have heavy countered her, but I wanted to be safe. So then here, parry heavy, knock her down, dash in special 1 if I can. Or not. I guess I just dash in here. But yeah, so that's Kitty versus Chavez. Pretty standard fight, as long as you don't play poorly, and I felt like I played pretty good there. Kitty versus Nick Fury. And here I had decided not to boost for Chavez because it was a pretty standard fight and we were already up a couple deaths. And we expected to win this one pretty handily, and that was a pretty standard fight, so I wanted to save my boosts for an important fight. But then I saw this rank for Nick Fury and I was like, I am trash with Kitty, I should probably boost. So I threw on some boosts last minute, and here's the game plan. Ideally push to L2, not because I'm scared of his special 1, because I'm actually immune to, he's immune to miss, which means that I can just dash in, but it just throws my rhythm off. So you'll kind of see me doing more than 2-hit combos to try to push him. So here we push him to L2. There we go. Knock him down, and now we can actually start doing damage. I'm just going to hold for L3. You can either cycle L2s or hold for L3. Holding for L3 is just generally a lot safer. So here I need to watch my phase thing to make sure that I'm in phase on my dash in. Push him to another L2. Knock him down. Pretty standard stuff there. So that's the first life down with no problem. Now I just need to knock him down and throw L3. So he's not really throwing it. Finally throws it. I dash in, I go for heavy attack with it, and he combos. Let's look at that in slow motion. I should have just dashed in early. If I dash in early and phase the hit, I have enough time. But instead I did this. He recovers, sidesteps, and hits me with a 3-hit combo for like 20k damage. So just a tactical mistake. I played like an idiot. And here's the second place where I played like an idiot. It's okay to throw special 3 when protection's off. He would have probably gotten damaged a lot. I chose to throw it when he was mid-heavy, which means that he's unstoppable, which means, look, it didn't remove his protection. And I only realized after the fight why. So here I need to hit an intercept, something he sidesteps a little bit. So the fight went from really, really good to really bad really quickly. So I just need to knock him down, and or just nuke him with the special 2. Both would probably work. So here he throws his special 2 here, and I can dash in. I'm immune to stun, and he will just hit through me. Then I throw the special 2, and that finishes the job. But just generally very poor and very dumb decisions there. So, not even really sure what I'm doing. Healing. That's what I'm doing. Makes sense. Okay, drop a 9.5k pot and a 6k pot into Kitty. And then we're gonna go into this Ebony Maul. This fight no one called, so, and I was, when assigning fights, considering just taking this, and so when no one called it, I just decided to take it. And the strategy's pretty simple: special 2 and kill him. Knock him down there. Do some little intercepting. Probably should have baited L1 here, but instead chose to go to L2 and try to phase it, which was my decision. And I go in and take 12k into the block. So I probably should have blocked the first hit and then phased the next two. Here I back off right as Falter comes in, so that was pretty nice. Now I just want to knock him down in L2. So if I can knock him down, like that. So I dash in, and he throws a special 1, which just pissed me off, but it's fine. Then I throw a special 2, and he dies. But, yeah, a little sloppy. Definitely not played that well. And here we have Apocalypse versus Kitty, just for charges. Kitty on 23 is the freest charges ever. Even with Mystic Dispersion, it was free, but with nothing, freest Apocalypse charges ever. So please, by all means, keep placing her there. And then I also noticed she has Suicides, which is always nice. So, doesn't really change my game plan, though. Just want to bait out special 1s. I block 1 hit. I can, in theory, parry the first hit, but there's just really no need to do that. So I ended with medium, which means that this hit will get evaded, which it does, so I turtle up. There have definitely been fights this, not this season, but last season, a couple seasons ago, where I was not mindful of the evade. But during this fight, at least, I was very mindful of evade, so I was happy with that. Last kick crits, which gives her enough to phase. Special 1, so we don't have to worry about that. I think she does some phasing at then. I should have just done a light attack. I don't know. I actually cannot think of why I didn't. But anyway, she dies. So very, very clean fight. Now we have a Magneto. I was really, really confident in this fight because it's just a Magneto. So I decided just to pop a combat regen boost. And I waited for enough energy to where I could theoretically take Spider-Ham within the same window and heal Kitty up to like 90, 95, 100%. So we go into this fight, and it's Conduit, so if I throw a special attack, I need to make sure that it kills. Do a little light intercept. Regular intercept, he gets a miss, which means I was a little bit not that sharp on that, but it's fine. Dash in just for safety, and just for a free opening. Because if I'm not going to necessarily be throwing specials, it's okay if I lose my prowess. I just want to build a phase and potentially be unblockable. So yeah, we intercept again. And I do want to be baiting on special 1s just because they're a little bit safer than special 2s. Bait that out. Same thing. Pretty standard stuff. It's a lot of the same. Here I bait it out just because I don't want to get caught by a hit when I'm like dashing back or something. It's just safer. It's not needed, but I had never tested the timing, so I might as well bait it out first. So yeah, that's the fight. Pretty standard stuff. So yeah, heal to 82 for free, which is always appreciated. And then have this Nova fight. Nova with Apocalypse, pretty standard, starting with an intercept. So I start with the intercept, and he blocks, which means that he gets stunned from my 4th charge ability, so he thought he got me, but he did not. Here he dashes in, but I hit a little intercept. That does shrug his Suicides, but it's okay. Here it takes 1, 2, and 3 dashes to bait a special 2, which had me a little bit worried about the special 3. I did not want that to happen. Hit an intercept to remove the Fury, then hit a Ricochet to get the intercept. I have enough power for a special 2, so I throw that. And yeah, Nova's almost dead. Here I dex his special 2. Boom, boom, boom. Now I just need to intercept, and honestly, a special 1 would probably kill. So yeah, he got the Fury back, which means I need to intercept twice. So I intercept, dash in on the special 1. I'm not even sure why I did that, but it was fun. So, whatever. Very, very clean fight. Really happy with how that went. Now I have the Spider-Ham. Game plan's pretty simple. Throw a special 1 and intercept and just hit him because he has small health pool. The only reason I'd use Kitty here over Spider-Ham is because I still have the combat regen and I want to give her health. So that's the reason. Just hit an intercept here. I don't know. I don't always go for just like actual intercepts just because there's really no need, but sometimes I do. So yeah, I'm baiting it out so that I can get the intercept and throw the special 2, or throw the special 1 without protection. So that's kind of why I backed off a little bit. Here we go, same deal. Want to drop an intercept, and then here you throw a special 1, but as long as he doesn't get to 6 charges, it's okay. So throw another special 1, and at this point he should be basically dead. I might have to hit an intercept, but he should basically be gone. So here we go, combo, another special 1 after the intercept. And yeah, I'm at 99% from 64 with 0 health potions. So here's a bishop. Didn't really think too much of this bishop, but as I was going into the fight, I thought, what is something that could go wrong? And the first thing that popped into my mind was, what if he's running suicides? And he is. So, was prepared for it. Hit his block, dash back, and just get caught. I don't even know what happened. I hit the dex, and he like caught me at the back end of my dex. I don't even think I could have dexed out of it. I could have, maybe, I don't know, but I don't think I could have. So here I push. What I should do is I should bait out the special 1, I should phase it, and I don't do that. There's not really a reason why I just don't. So here he throws special 2, I dash in and block to preserve my prowess, which is fine. But I really should not be doing that. There's no reason to push the special 2. So here I do the double dash back and a dash in, and I have enough prowess to still phase. So, tapping him again, double dash back, dash in, and blocking that last hit gives me enough. So if you have 15, I believe it's, I don't know how many hits it is, but it's good to know. So maybe I should find out how many hits that special 1 is. I'll put it as a little subtitle, but then you can know how many prowess you'll lose, which is always helpful. Here's Tigra versus Dragon Man. This is revenge for last time where I played absolutely terribly and basically stole a solo. So I want to play this a lot better. So get the neutralize up, push him power, block that to remove the power gain, bait out special 1, and heavy counter. So that goes good. Get another intercept to give him more power and keep the neutralize up, so now he has no power charge for the rest of the fight. So we want to heavy counter this special 1. Now I go for a heavy counter, which is something I was too scared to go for last time, but I was feeling this time, I was just feeling better. So that gets us to special 2. And now one more special 2 will kill. So we bait this out, heavy counter that, and the special 2 finishes the fight. So yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. Not how it went last time, but that's how it's supposed to go. My last fight is Thing on node 55. I wasn't sure how Dragon Man would go, so I was considering taking this with Horseman Kitty, but my Tiger was super high health and my Kitty was low health, and so I was like, Tiger's a better matchup anyway, I'll go for Tigra. Rank 5 versus rank 4, so he has a very large amount of health, or not health, but like general power over me. So, you know, just want to watch the rock stacks. I'll kind of dictate why I'm making the decisions I'm making. Say I tap him for spacing and then also puts him at 15, which means his special 1 will dump all of his stacks. And here I'm looking at my stances and they're kind of low. So I heavy counter the special 1. Then I throw my special 1, and I'm going to throw another one. Okay, I parry kind of more for power and an opening than anything else. Power being his power, not mine, because his power gives me opening. So here I heavy counter this. And now I want to bait out a heavy, and then heavy counter his special 1. So I bait out his heavy, and then if I heavy counter his special 1, albeit he would have been at 15, and if he hadn't hit into me, he would have had 15 with not enough power, and I did not want to deal with that, so I just threw special 1. I don't know if it's the right call, but it was a safe play, and I don't necessarily regret it. I'm still happy with that. So here we go, bait out another heavy, and the special 2 should finish it. So I bait out the heavy, special 2. And yeah, that is the Thing, dead. So yeah, that's the war. Really happy with how it went. I'm gonna re-show 2 of my fights because I played really well, and honestly, I haven't been playing that well recently, so gotta enjoy the good stuff while I can, because it's not really all that common. But just while it's happening, just to kind of talk about the season, we hit tier 2 at the last fake war, which means that if we go, I believe it's 6-3 or 7-2, we can get P1. I was under the impression that we could win out and not go P1, but given how quickly we rose through the war rating ladder, we can get P1 now, so I'm really happy with that. We could, in theory, finish tier 1 at the end of the season if we win every single war. So that's really cool, really happy with that. But yeah, it's just cool. We gained rating a lot faster than I thought we would, so yeah, just happy with that. But yeah, so far I've had a good season as an officer, as a leader, as a player, so I'm really happy with how it's going. And just excited for the next season. But I'm also excited for Battlegrounds because I want to do some Battlegrounds streams and some Battlegrounds content and just have fun in Battlegrounds. So if that could come back, that'll be really cool. But no, I'm just excited. Yeah. So this war, it was crazy. I set up defense and tested a lot of new placements, and I think we're at like 25 defender kills, and they've only had 26 attacker kills, which means their solo rate is 3% if you assume that it's 1 death per, which it's not. But if you do kind of like the kill to death ratio solo rate, yeah. So I don't know, man. I'm just excited for the season, and hopefully we can get that Plat 1 and push for Masters next season. But thank you so much for watching.